Hello everyone, welcome to SoapUI training and it's day 3. So today we'll talk about assertions. So far we have covered how to create project and we have also seen how we can see request and response. Alright, so once you execute and the server sends some response, we need to check whether that response is correct or not. Okay, even we can check if it that response returned from server, is it valid, or means in soap standard it is valid or it is not. So we use assertions for these things to validate a response from server. Okay, so let me write a few points here. One second. Okay, so assertions. So to validate a response, all right, why we use, so that we can validate our response. Okay, so what we can validate, we can validate data, all right, returned from server. We can schema, we can validate. We can tags return in that XML, that response XML. Okay, we can validate properties. Okay, so all these things we can validate in our assertion. Okay, let me see if is there any question. Okay, what version of soap UI should I need to install? So Vivek, you can install open source version of soap UI. All right, so currently we are covering soap UI version, so open source version of soap UI. So you can install whatever the latest version available, and in later part of this sessions will have ng pro also, right? So currently you can install open source version. All right, so let's execute this. Okay, what we have created earlier. So we can see here this we get the response from the server, like what is the conversion rate. All right, so if you go here at the bottom, see assertions. All right, so if you can see here, I'll point out. Okay, so here this plus sign you can use to add assertions. We'll see there are different options available in SoapUI, so we'll see how we can add different kind of assertions. All right, and first time you can open it from here, assertion. Okay, and it also shows, see currently it is showing 0. It means there are no assertions. So if we'll add assertions, so depending on the number of assertions we have added, so the counter will increase. Okay, and it will show 2 3 based on what we have added. All right, okay, so as we said, we can validate data. All right, this data returned from server. We can validate tags. All right, these tags, this conversion rate response, this conversion rate result. Okay, all these tags we can verify. Even there are other you can say property, or you can there are different kind of SLA, security assertions we can add. We'll see those things. All right. So let me erase this and all right. So let's click here. Okay, and it will show me property content. Okay, so there is contents assertion we can add, not contains XPath, Xquery. All right. There is compliance status standards. Okay, invalid HTTP status codes, not SOAP fault, schema compliance, so fault. So a lot of things are here. Okay, so we'll see some of these. Okay, and then we can also add Groovy script for our assertions. All right. So in practical, we basically use these script assertions to validate something, to verify something. But here, because there are some very useful features available in the SOAP UI, so we'll see how we can add some of these um assertions. All right. Here also you can see there are SLA, okay, that validates the response time. All right, and JMS is there, security is there. So let's start with property content and add this contains assertion. So if you just click here and click add, okay, so it will ask what content you want to validate. Okay, so suppose I just want to validate this data 63. Okay, so I'll write here 63.9305. All right, what the value returned. Okay, so if I'll add this, so it is showing green. Okay, team, can you see here? Okay, it is showing green, contains valid. It means it passed. All right, so this is our expected result. So whenever we add anything in assertion, that means that is expected. So in next execution, this value will be compared against the response received from the server. So this is our expected result. Okay, so just click OK and execute one more time. Just let's see it is passed or failed. Yeah, it is passed. See, green means, and this, if it is passed it will show valid, otherwise it is so failed or invalid. All right, and the color will be red. So just change manually this value here. Okay, and okay, and just see it is showing failed because expected was something 63 or something, and we changed manually here 64. So see, it is saying contains failed. All right, so execute one more time and see, now it is passed because we already have given here 63.9305 and server also send this data. Okay, so this way we can create contents. So this is about data. So what we, how we can verify anything about tags. So suppose we want to verify this tag conversion rate result. Okay, so just write here conversion rate result. All right, and just click OK. See, it also present here, that's why it get passed. So contains, in contains assertion, you can add any string or any data whatever is in the response, and you can verify. All right, so this way we can add contains. Now go and see this not contains. So what it will do, Like I want to search, suppose this something like uh, from currency. All right. Suppose I want to search this. This this should not present in this response. Okay. So see, it is passed because this is not present. One second. Let me check the. There's a one question. If we want to add another method, say temperature conversion to the existing suite, can we do that? Okay. Yeah, we'll see how we can add this. Instead of using this typing manually, we can use data dynamically from a database. Correct. So Suresh, this is a very beginning. We'll see how we can do this. All right, in coming sessions. So currently we are covering very basic things. How we can achieve all these things. What is available in this SoapUI. Okay. So see here. If I'll change something to suppose I gave here conversion rate result, all right, which is already present here. So what it will do? It will search and it will find that yeah, it's present in response. So we are adding not contains means it should not be there, all right. Then it will be passed. So just execute and oh, it's strange. Let me see if I'm conversion rate result. Okay, if I add this. Okay. Um, okay, let me see if I'll put here 65 something. Okay, okay, it is passed. Okay, and if I'll add something 63.9305, then let's see what it will do. Yeah, it is failed because we have already here and it's searching which is not present in response. Okay, so this way we can add contents, not contents. All right. Okay, so there are other things in property content. So these two are very important. Okay, Xpath and Xquery match. All right. So let's go first this Xpath match. You will find it a little bit tricky initially, but once you practice, it will be easy for you. Okay. So let's add one Xpath match assertion and see what how we can add this and how we can use in our executions. All right. So once you click XPath match assertion and add, you will see this pop-up window. So it is saying specify XPath expression and expected result. Declare namespace with declare namespace like this. All right. So how we can declare namespace? Okay. So see, this is there is a one button declare. Go and click. Okay, so it will automatically declare namespace for us. So as you can see, there are two things, two namespace here. You can once you click declare. So first one is schema, okay, namespace, and the main what we will use namespace is this. So as you can see here, this is our uh, this one. Okay, let me close this. All right, and see, this is our main namespace, right? What it added there. So let me open this and so how we can So XPath is basically how you can traverse to a element, or how we can uh, find out particular value in a tag. Okay, so there are who has worked on Selenium or even UFT new versions, though these two use XPaths. Okay, so on web pages you can for any element or object you can specify XPath. All right, and you can identify that element. In the same way, how we can write XPath here. So as you can see here, in response, let me, yeah, scroll this way. All right. So as you can see here, we have a conversion rate response and then conversion rate result. So all these are XML tags. Okay. So don't worry if you are not getting. So I'll suggest go on W3 schools and search for XPath. Okay. So there are a lot of things available. XPath functions. So it's a very big means uh, chapter, you can say, XPath. So you can go, you can uh, get some knowledge on this. But here we'll see how we can get one. Suppose I want this 63.935. Okay, so I want to use this tag. Okay, so let me use so this two forward slashes. What does it mean? It means we are using relative XPath. There are two types, means absolute XPath and relative XPath. Absolute means you will say everything from where to start and where to end. All right. So suppose there is a address. So in address there will be home number, house number. There will be floor, means which floor it is, then which building, which society, which area. So if you follow all this, then it is a absolute XPath. Otherwise, I'll use a relative. I'll say this particular area, go and find. Okay, with some property tag or something. Suppose I'll set this society. So you'll go and find out that in that area, that particular society, that's a relative thing. All right. So here we have given two forward slashes. All right, and we'll use this namespace ns1. Okay, and let's see, I'll just write conversion rate result. Okay, so let's see, just you can test if it is your XPath is valid or not. All right, so it is giving me some error. Okay, let me see why. Conversion rate result, yeah, select for current, yeah, it's giving me the value. All right, so I use this namespace ns1 and I put colon, and then I use this tag conversion rate result. Okay, and if you press this select from current, so this value will be taken from here in from response, and this will be treated as expected result. All right, so if you save this and just execute, okay, it is failed. Can you see here, it is failed because we are expecting that this value should be 63.9350, but here if you see response, it's 63.92669. All right, so it is changed, that's why it got failed. So this way we can use our XPath, okay, to verify or to validate some data for particular uh, uh, response in our particular tag. Okay, so this is example of very simple soap that what we have taken, that WSDL, a soap based WSDL. Okay, so let's take some a little bit complex compared to this, and let's see how we can use XPath and Xquery in this. Okay, so if you want, okay, we'll try Xquery in the next project. Okay, so let's go and add a next project. So I'll go here and I'll take this Medicare supply. Okay, so let me take this visual address here, visual location, and okay, so let's go add here new project. You remember how we added project here? Okay, so we'll say you got the product name here, Medicare supplier, right? And we'll, okay, so it got added. As I explained you, there will be two bindings, SOAP 1.1 and 1.2. Okay, we can remove this. So just let's remove this and we can use this one. So now generate test suite from here. By default, what is, I will not do anything here and we'll click OK. So it will generate one test suite for us. All right, it got generated. Let expand and let's see how we can add this get supplier by city test case. Okay, so just open this. So here this web service, what it will do, it will, if I'll put here some city address, no, city name. All right, so let's see, I'll put California. All right, and as you execute this, it will show lot of supplier names for that Medicare, okay, who are listed in the California. So as you can see here, supplier data, okay, and this tag is under this supplier datas, okay, and you can, if you see, this supplier data is repeating in this response. Okay, in previous project, in example, we have seen there were only one tag conversion rate result. Okay, now we can see here this supplier data tag is repeating many times. This is one, this is two, this is three, okay, and many more. So if we want to find something from here, so how we can use XPath? Okay, so let's go and add one XPath assertion here. Okay, so I'll put as I said, we can declare namespace. Okay, and two forward slashes. All right, and then ns1, our namespace name here. Okay, and okay, so how we can identify any particular supply data, like okay, let me make you easy for you. See, this is our first supplier. Okay, this is our second supplier. This is our third supplier. So this way you can see lot of supplier data available here. Okay, so how you can find, suppose you want to find from first row, or you can say first, whatever this supplier coming first, you want to take value, or you can you want the company name or supplier number from the first supplier data what is available. All right, so how we can do that? So let me write one XPath for this. So if you see this supplier data is repeating itself. Okay, so I'll write supplier data. Which row? Which one? I want the from the first row. Okay, so I'll put first. Okay, again I'll put one forward slash ns1. Okay, colon, and then I'll put what exactly I want from this. Okay, for any supplier there is supplier number, company name, address 1, address 2. Okay, so I want supplier number. All right, so I'll write that tag name here, supplier number. Okay, and if you select from here, select from current, it will show the first supplier number. All right, suppose I want it from second row, so I'll put second and select. It is also the same, I think. Let see something else. Let I want from fifth. Okay, so see, so this way you can validate from different rows or different values you can add. Like I have added supplier number, you can add here uh, company name. Okay, address 1, you can test your it is valid or not. Okay, so it is valid. Okay, all right, I will save this. Okay, so if I execute, okay, it got executed, and what I got, it is passed because the supplier number is same, it is not a dynamic, so that's why it get passed. Okay, uh okay, let me add another XPath. Okay, and we'll see how we can get company name, suppose. Okay, and we'll declare an S1, and I'll write supplier data. All right, and then I want company name. Okay, and I'll press one thing. uh, okay, I made a mistake here, company. All right, a where is okay, supplier data. Why it is saying, okay, let me, oh, okay, okay, I have forget that, means from which row I want this. Okay, so ns1 and then company name. Okay, so it gave me Redstone Pharmacy. All right, I want it from the first row. Now just go and add this assertion. So this way you can see, if have some 100 data, so for every data, this is not way we can go and add. This is just a hectic task. Okay, how we can add this much of XPath to validate. All right, so uh okay, let me save this project. Okay, I'll save here. So this way we can verify different uh, data in response. Okay, using this XPath. But as you see, we have added different. We need to add different XPath to validate all these data. Supplier number from first row, then supplier number from second row. So how will add this much? Means this is a hectic task. So that's why scripting is important for us. Okay, Groovy scripting is important for us. So it will make us life easier when we use Groovy script, okay, to validate any response. All right, I hope XPath is clear. Just practice and we'll see how we can uh, use it in our projects coming sessions using Groovy script. Okay, now we'll talk about Xquery. Okay, so Xquery is also to validate. Xquery match is also kind of an assertion which we can use to validate data, okay, or validate some tags, anything from here. So Xquery basically we use to verify data, and it's a kind of SQL statement. All right, so we'll see how we can get. Okay, let's see with some simple example. So same here, you have to declare namespace. Okay, and just see how we can, if I want uh, from first row that supplier number. So let's write this way, result. All right, and then I'll close this tag. Okay, result. Okay, and I'll put another tag. So this is our tag. This is not from response or anything related to a request or response. Okay, I'm creating my own tag. I'm writing one Xquery to get some data from response. All right. So I want supplier. Okay. I'll put supplier here. Okay. And I'll close this tag also. Okay. Now, please pay attention here. We'll put some two curly braces. Okay. And then we'll put data. Okay. And we'll then one bracket and we'll uh, provide our XPath here. All right. So supplier data I want from first row. Okay. Then ns1, and I'll give supplier number. All right. Okay. So let's see if it is if it is return some any value, or it is uh, okay. Okay. So let's click here, select from current. So see here, as we can see, supplier we get from the first row. So if I want to get from the third row, I'll put here, I'll change the row number, and I'll just click here, select from current. So this gives number from the third row. All right. Okay, let me add another Xquery where I'll get company name. All right. So same way you can put declare here, and we can write result. All right. So this time let's do something else. Like I want all the, close this tag, all the supplier names. Okay, not just one, all the supplier names. So how we can do that? Okay, so let's put here supplier. Okay, in this tag. All right, and close this tag also. All right, put two curly braces here, two brackets, and then data. This is case sensitive to, so make sure when you are writing this functions of Xquery, you use small caps. All right, if you use caps, so it will not give the proper result. Okay, it will be failed. Okay, brackets and then our XPath. So this time I want all the supplier names. So what I will use? I will use only supplier data or datas, I think. Okay, because this supplier data contains all the supplier informations. So I'll put this supplier data as okay. So just click select from current and it's saying invalid expression. Okay, why supplier data? Okay, let me put this way. If I'll supplier data, okay, how it can be. So okay, all right. We have given real supplier. We have closed and so let me be with me, team. Let's see how we can. Let me write. Okay, from which row? Okay, I want from first row. Why it is showing invalid? Okay, let me put what we have used earlier. Let me put that and let's see how it is working or not. Okay, so what I'll put supplier. Uh, put some different company name. Okay, strange data and supplier data one company. What we have done something wrong here. Okay, let me close this. What is wrong here? Okay, let me declare again. Let me erase this. Be with me, team. We are seeing some very important topic of Xquery, which is very useful while using in project. Okay, so let me write that result. All right, and then we can close this tag. All right, and then edit here. I want supplier. Okay, close this tag also. All right, and then we will use curly brackets data. All right, then this bracket and we'll use ns1 and okay, so supplier data. Okay, supplier data I want from the first row. Okay, and then ns1 and company name. All right, so see here we get the company name from the first row. So let's modify this. I think it should work. Datas. Okay, see we get all the suppliers what we get in response. Okay, so we have taken this supplier datas. If you can, if let me mark here, we have taken this tag team, this supplier datas team. All right, and because this tag contains all the supplied information. Okay, so using this, okay, let me erase this. All right, so using this supplier datas tag, XPath, we have extracted all the supplier informations. Okay, so if I save here and execute, again it will be passed because we have already added all the supplier data. All right, so this way we can use some basic Xquery match and let me some there are a lot of functions team. There are a lot of functions in Xquery. You can use for, or you can use uh, order by. There are a lot of things you can use while writing queries. Xquery, sorry. And even in XPath also we haven't seen, but there are a lot of functions we can use, like counting how numbers, how many suppliers are there. You can use match. Okay, so different kind of functions or methods are available. So let's see how we can use to traverse. We'll use one for loop here. Okay, so let me write result and we'll close this tag. I hope you all are with me because we are covering some important topic of this SoapUI. Okay, and we'll put curly braces here and right here for. So let's see how we will use this. Okay, X in, and here we'll write our XPath. Okay, so our XPath will be here, supplier data. All right, and we'll see return here. We'll write return, and what I want from that, I want, suppose uh, I want address one. Okay, so let me write return address. All right, I'll close this tag also. Okay, and here curly brackets, then data. All right, and I'll put uh, $x. Okay, then ns1, and what I want, address one I want. Okay, all right, so just see if you are invalid expression. Okay, what we did here we are good. All right, think do we need to mention here supplier datas? No. $x, if I, yeah, invalid. Okay, so where is dollar let's see from the beginning for $x in this. Okay, supplier data. Okay, all right, and we want from this address one. All right, so where is, so address, everything is correct I think. Data $x, then address one. hmm. If I'll remove this, let's see. No, we should use this actually. And okay, hmm, What could be the issue? Let me go through this supplier data. Okay, the tag name is correct, supplier data, and address is also correct, I think. Address one. Strange. Okay. Okay, so we'll see. I'll let you know, team, how we if there is any thing wrong. I think it is should be. Let me try one more time. Just close this, cancel. So as you saw here, we have added this. Okay. So let me try one more time. If we can add quickly this for. Okay. So I'll write result. So I hope you all are with me. Okay, so this is very important topic, and if you want to some more information on Xquery, go to W3 schools and you can find a lot of information on Xquery. It is a huge topic, and you can go and just you can practice with the different functions, different methods available there. All right, so we'll write here our Xpath supplier data. All right, and return what I want in return. I want supplier. Okay, now give some different, and I'll close this. Okay, supplier. Now put curly brackets here, and then data. All right, and $x, and then this one forward slash, and company name. All right, so see, team, here I think some issue was there, but see, we have retrieved all the names of the suppliers. Okay, all the supplier names we have retrieved using this Xquery. All right, so we have used this uh, company name. If you want to change something, you can change, like if you want to supply a number, you can change. But if you see here, we have retrieved this, and if we will save, so this is, we have retrieved all the supplier names in California. All right, and if we execute this, it will be passed, because we have, this is not dynamic, this is nothing going to change in the order or anything. That's why it is getting passed. If you change the order, suppose dynamically it getting changed, then it will be failed. All right, but if the order of this thing is not getting changed, so it will be passed. All right, suppose you want supplier number also here. Okay, so what I will do, I'll add curly brackets, data. All right, and team, I hope you all are with me. All right, let me see if there is any question. A lot of questions are here. Okay, team, let me quickly finish this, and then I will go through that. All right, so okay, $x, then forward slash, and which information we want, supplier number. All right, team, so just click select from current, and we can see here we are getting supplier number with supplier name. Okay, so this way we can, whatever data you want in your Xquery, you can place here, and that will be retrieved. You can test also here. Okay, it's valid. Okay, so if you execute, save and execute again, it will be passed. Okay, as I said, it is not in dynamic in nature, so This way it will be passed. There are a lot of other things like in SQL statement you will write order by, where, all those conditions you can, all those statement you can use in this Xquery. All right. So I would suggest go on W3 Schools Xquery and get some knowledge on this part. Okay. Xpath and Xquery and try with some different functions, different methods. All right. So suppose I want order by using, all right. So what I'll do, I'll put $X, okay, ns1, and what I'll add, supplier number, okay. So if I'll put here, see, it will provide order for me, okay, using this supplier number. So it will order, okay, it will be the result will be in order, ascending to descending, or okay. You can also use one clause like where clause here in this statement. So I hope all this XPath and Xquery are clear to you. All right. Okay. So there are some other assertions also. If we go here, compliance and status, there are invalid HTTP status code. Okay. They are not so fault schema compliance. So invalid HTTP code is, suppose I want this. Okay. So generally, in our, when you execute, if everything is okay, it will return 200. Okay. So that is everyone wants that. But suppose 500, I don't want. Okay. So I want to validate this invalid HTTP codes. Okay. So it is not there. How we can verify which code is this? You can go here raw tab and you can just click. It is 200. Okay. Suppose something I changed here, the city name, and I executed. Okay. So okay, nothing changed here. Let me uh, change something like from here. Execute this and something I'll change here. Okay. Okay, leave it, team. See, so this shows uh, HTTP code. If it is everything is okay, it will show 200. All right. Otherwise, you will receive here 500 or 404. So those invalid HTTP codes you don't want to in your response. So you can validate here, and it will show. If it is not there, it will be passed. Otherwise, if you put here 200, what it will show? It will show failed because it is already there, and we want, it's a success code, HTTP code, okay, and we want some invalid HTTP codes. So I can write 500, it will be passed. Okay. Same way, we can add other, like not so fault. Okay, so it will show, means if you execute and in response, if it is everything is okay. Okay, means what response is received, if everything is okay, it will show passed, not so fault. Okay. All right. So this way, there are a lot of schema compliance, so fault, if everything is fault in a SOAP response. Okay, so it will validate that schema compliance. If you can add this assertion, if everything uh, in response, if a schema uh, is standard with that what SOAP protocol, so that will be passed. Okay, so we add this to just check schema that what we have received is uh, it valid or not, right? Then SOAP response, valid HTTP codes. In valid HTTP code, you can add 200. that it if it is received, it will be passed. Okay, there are a lot of other things we can you can explore these things. Okay, as I said, we'll see how we can use a script for assertions, so we will see this in uh, coming sessions. SLA, we validate response time. So if you go here, you can just click add, and I'll just specify 500, I think, in milliseconds. Okay, so it will be passed. So if you click here, so see, our defined response time is 500, but it is taking 746 milliseconds. Okay, that's why it is failed. So just to check response time, we use this. JMS is a huge topic in it, so we'll not go. And sensitive information, security. If we want some to avoid some sensitive informations like password or some other things, you can use this. So if you click here, it asks for tokens and description. Okay, we can add what we don't want in our like AA and in description ABC something, just and adding randomly. And if you add, so because we don't want this information, that's why it is passed. If it you if you use this some valid things like supplier number or something, it will be failed because you don't want any sensitive data here. One second, Tim. All right, so this way you can use a different kind of assertions available in this SOAP UI. Okay, all right, team. So let's see if anything in I saw a lot of questions were there. Let me try to answer something. All right, so oh my god, there are a lot of questions available. So okay, if you want to add method set temperature, okay, I think I have answered this. Okay, conversion. Can you please explain not contain? So Vivek, I think I have explained not contain means anything you don't want in your response. So you can use this assertion. This declaration comes from your code. Yes, you can declare manually also, but name space you can declare. Okay, I hope you're talking about that. Why we remove Rijvi, we remove 1.2. If we want to use, you can use. Okay, because we just wanted to use only one. That's why I removed. Otherwise, if you want to remove 1.1, that is also fine. You can remove that and you can work with 1.2. So there are two versions of SOAP bindings, so 1.1 and 1.2. So it when you create project, okay, it gives for uh, both versions. So if you want to work with two, you can use you can go ahead and you can work with those two bindings. Okay. Asif, I explained why we get two bindings. Can you execute multiple XPath? Uh, I hope no. Okay, you can just give a try. Okay. Uh, what else? Uh, I'm confused because we run service and then we add our expected result using XPath. How we test web service in real project? Yeah. So Vivek, in real projects, basically we use a script, Groovy scripting, okay, to uh, add these assertions and to validate, okay, like XPath and Xquery and some other things. But for some basic assertions like contents or SLA, those I think we can use directly from SOAP in our uh, steps. Okay, but some other like XPath and which is more useful when we use in Groovy script. Okay, so we'll see how we'll work with these things in coming sessions. Okay, yeah, I think we have already see that. Is it possible to get result for multiple rows in a single query? Yeah, I have. just shown you. All right, so your result tag is okay. uh, okay, thank you for confirming these things. I missed those things. um, okay, if anything for me, this, if you want to count or of any company's return, yeah, so as I said, we can use count. There is a one method available, you can just see. Okay, so just that's why I suggested go to W3 schools and search some read some topics there, methods available, and on XPath and Xquery, and you can use as you practice, so you can use these things. All right. Okay, so there is one, I don't understand the difference between XPath assertion and Xquery. So Shruti, this is two different methods. Okay, we can use to validate our um, what you can say response. Okay, XPath match, where we use uh, relative XPath expressions, and we validate value of any tag. All right, but in Xquery, it's kind of SQL statement, and you can validate in a one go. You can validate a different data, like we can use for loop. Okay, you can use some other clauses like order by or where clause. So using this, you can verify a lot of things. So this is basically a difference between XPath and Xquery. I hope it is clear to you. Okay, all right. Can you describe how you are writing Xquery? So you need practice, Rajvi. Just go and practice. As I said, refer W3 schools also for this. Okay, all right. So there are some other questions, team. I think we have extended more than 1 hour. So uh, this is our last demo class. Okay, from Monday we'll have sessions for premium members. All right, so if you want any information regarding this course, uh, you can email to our team, learn@itlearn.com, and you can get the information. So next class will be on 1st June. All right, so thank you everyone, thank you for joining today, and if you have any question, just you can mail us at techhelp@theitlearn.com, and will reply those queries. Okay, if you are premium member, you can go to forum, itlearn.com/forum, and you can post your queries in that particular web services forum. Okay, all right, so there is one more question: how many classes per week and sessions? So Suresh, I hope it will be 3 classes per week. All right. All right, team. So thank you so much for joining today's sessions, and we'll meet in next session. Bye for now. Thank you, everyone.